Again as white. Now you've played Jan Neponniachtchi on the world's biggest stage, the World Championship. How does this compare to that?
No, it was nice to have a little bit less time than them, but I think overall it was a very tough game. But obviously he made a couple of slight mistakes and then got some chances, and eventually I took them.
And the public wants to know, you have this rook and pawn endgame, which you just played almost flawlessly. Has all your rook and pawn studying come in the past, or are you still studying rook and pawn endgames?
I check them once in a while because it's useful and I find it interesting as well. But I mean, at one point, like I could have taken with a rook instead of the pawn, which I'd seen previously, and then I just forgot about it. But yeah, I mean, we all of us make mistakes. These endgames are really tough, especially this one. There are always these stalemate tricks where you can take my pawn, so I gotta keep like the king to the side of the pawn instead of right behind it. So it's quite tough.
And finally, queen versus rook. I can't beat it against Stockfish. You ever practice that against the computer?
Well, the funny thing is I actually held it against Jan with the rook and the Champions Chess Tour once, but I was just like, I think in my mind I'm still a bit used to these time controls where we have like 5 or 10 seconds increment, because I'm still thinking that I can play sort of slowly when I have no time, and then I'm realizing, well, I have 2 seconds. There's no time. But no, I'm not sure I can beat Stockfish, but I'd like to think I'd have a good chance.
I like to think so too. Know your end games, kids. Back to you in the studio.